Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Marco.
And I'm Erica. We're so glad you're here.
Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
And join us to learn English from beginner to advanced. Let's get started.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. Have you ever put off that eye doctor appointment? Maybe a little too long?
Oh, definitely.
You know that feeling, right? Your computer screen gets kind of blurry, or maybe that text message looks weirdly fuzzy.
Squinting at street signs?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
it's some kind of test. It happens to almost everyone, I think.
It really does.
But what if, and hear me out, what if that whole experience is actually like a window?
Yeah.
A window into how we communicate in cultural stuff, even social things.
It absolutely is. That's exactly what we're diving into today, this whole world of eye care.
Right.
And our mission, it's bigger than just eyes, It's about figuring out the words people use, the cultural hints, the surprising social side of what seems like a pretty basic doctor's visit.
So the idea is to give you, the listener, those insights, those little aha moments, so you feel like properly clued in and confident about it all.
Yeah, coffee.
Making conversations easier, clearer, whether you're actually at an optometrist in the U.S. or just, chatting with friends about your new glasses or even seeing stuff online.
It's pretty amazing how one everyday thing can tell us so much about language, isn't it?
It really is. Okay, so let's unpack this.
Do you do it?
Let's kick off with a scenario. Something probably super relatable. Imagine maybe a 22-year-old college student. Let's say she's in New York,
Okay.
studying hard, tons of screen time, and she's getting these headaches, things like blurry. So she finally thinks, okay, gotta book that appointment.
Right. That moment of decision.
So she walks in. What's that first conversation usually like? How does it start?
Well, this is where you get those real first interactions. The doctor or maybe the tech will probably start with something really standard, polite, like, so what brings you in today?
Okay, simple enough.
Yeah, it's just their straightforward way of asking, why are you here?
Yeah.
And when the student says blurry vision, well, that's the key phrase for things not being sharp, not clear. Super common feeling.
And what if she already wears glasses?
Ah, right. Then she might mention her outdated prescription, which basically just means her current glasses. They don't match her eyes anymore. They're not strong enough, or maybe even too strong. They're just off.
Gotcha. So outdated prescription. What's the deeper thing to get here? Why are these phrases important for our listeners?
Well, the real takeaway is that these simple-sounding medical terms, they're actually your most direct route to saying, hey, something's wrong, I need help.
Oh, okay.
Knowing them gives you a bit of power in that conversation. Make sure they really understand what you're feeling right from the start. They're not just words on a chart. They're like tools for clear communication when it matters.
That makes total sense. But conversations about eyes aren't always in the clinic, are they? Like outside the doctor's office, people talk about glasses and seeing, well, differently.
Oh, absolutely. Especially younger folks, Gen Z, for instance. The language gets way more informal, often funnier.
Like what? Give us an example.
Okay, so you might hear someone say dramatically, ooh, I'm blind today.
Blind.
Yeah, it's like super exaggerated. It just means my eyesight is terrible right now.
Yeah.
Usually because they forgot their glasses or contacts. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
But it also shows how slang uses exaggeration to build instant connection.
Yeah.
Turns a personal problem into something relatable, almost a social badge.
That's so vivid. Blind. I can picture it. And what about style? Glasses are a big style thing now.
Totally. So you might hear someone look at a pair of frames and say, these glasses are giving grandpa vibes.
Giving grandpa. Okay, break down giving then.
Right. So giving in that context is classic Gen Z. It means something like, this makes me think of, or this has the feeling of grandpa vibes. Maybe they look a bit old-fashioned or oversized in a certain way.
Okay, I get it. Like, this sweater is giving cozy.
Exactly. Or you could have a little exchange like, girl, where are your glasses? And the reply, lost them. I'm out here blind today. It adds drama, personality. It makes needing glasses part of a social story, not just a medical fact.
Okay, so we've got the what to say, but what about how you say it? Pronunciation can be tricky, especially for English learners with these specific medical-ish terms.
Oh, for sure. That's a big one. Some words definitely trip people up.
Which ones come to mind in eye care?
Well, optometrist is often a hurdle. The stress is key. It's optometrist.
Pactometrist.
And then prescription. People often rush it. It should be prescription.
Prescription.
And contacts. Sounds simple, but sometimes the ads get lost.
Yeah.
Contacts. Nice and clear.
Contacts. Okay. So what's your top tip for someone struggling with these?
Break them down. Seriously, syllables are your friend. Say them slowly at first. Opatak case. Trist.
Excellent.
Pro. Scrup. Shun. K-on-N. Tax. Nailing these specific words, it's not just about sounding right. It actually, it removes a mental block,
Yeah.
Lets you focus on what you need to say about your health instead of worrying you'll stumble over the words.
Yeah, that confidence boost is huge. And it's funny how these eye things, glasses, seeing clearly, they pop up everywhere, right? Like in pop culture.
Actually, movies, social media, it's a really common reference point.
Any favorites come to mind?
Well, you know the movie Mean Girls, that super famous line, she doesn't even go here.
Iconic.
Right. Well, people love to remix it. For eye stuff, you might see a joke like, she doesn't even see here, play on the words.
Huh, okay, that's clever. And what about online, like TikTok?
Oh, yeah, the POV trend. POV means point of view. You'll see videos where someone slaps on comically huge, thick glasses, and the text says POV. You finally go to the eye doctor and realize you've been living life in blur mode.
Oh, wow. I've seen those. So what does that tell us? Why do people do that?
It really shows how we use humor and exaggeration and a kind of self-awareness in how we talk now. It takes this universal thing, not seeing well, and makes it relatable, funny. It creates connection through shared experience, often with that comedic twist.
Okay, so let's make this really practical. We've talked about slang, pronunciation, pop culture. How do you actually use this stuff? Let's run through some real scenarios.
Good idea. Let's ground it.
Yeah.
Okay, so your eyes feel weird, dry, maybe itchy, especially later in the day.
Yeah, okay.
Instead of just saying, my eyes hurt, which is kind of vague, right? A better, more precise thing to tell the doctor would be, my eyes feel irritated, especially in the evening.
Irritated. Okay, that's more specific.
Exactly. It points towards dryness, maybe allergies, gives them more to work with.
All right. Scenario 2. You're trying on frames, you need new glasses, but the ones they're showing you are not quite right. How do you ask for something different without just saying, I don't like these?
You could be more specific with what you do want. Like, do you have anything more modern? Maybe something lightweight.
Ah, giving direction.
Yeah, it guides the optician. More modern, lightweight, maybe different color. Much more helpful than a flat no.
Love it. Okay, last one. You're with a friend, trying on frames. You put on a pair and your friend goes, they look a bit serious.
Yeah.
How do you respond? Maybe use some of that Gen Z slang we talked about.
Perfect chance. You could totally lean into it playfully.
Yeah.
Like, okay, point taken. Let's try something more fun than give me Gen Z vibes.
Huh. Give me Gen Z vibes. I like that.
See? It keeps it light, uses current language, and still gets the message across. Knowing how to navigate these little moments, using the right words, maybe a bit of cultural flair, it makes a huge difference in feeling confident and understood.
It really does. And that actually brings us perfectly to this story, this really amazing story about someone named Mia.
Oh, Mia's story's fantastic.
She came to LA from Colombia, right? And her English was, well, pretty limited at first.
Very limited. And her first job, front desk assistant at an eye clinic.
Wow. Talk about jumping in the deep end. She apparently didn't even know how to say blurred vision when she started.
Exactly. Imagine that challenge.
Yeah.
But she was determined. She listened. Every single day, she'd listen to patients, to the doctors, and she'd write down phrases she heard.
Just soaking it all in.
Constantly practicing. Things like pupil dilation, 20/20 vision, all those specific terms for that environment. She really focused.
That's incredible dedication. Were there any specific phrases or maybe ideas that were especially tough for her? Things that really unlocked it once she got them?
That's a great question. She did mention that understanding the difference between an optometrist, ophthalmologist, and optician was confusing at first.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. They all sound kind of similar.
Right. To a newcomer, they're all just eye doctors. But they have different jobs, different specialties. So figuring out those nuances, she said, that was a really key step for her to feel competent at the front desk.
Makes sense. And the result of all this hard work.
Just 1 year later, she was apparently the clinic's best communicator. Patients loved her. And she said, learning that specific type of English didn't just get her a job, it gave her this huge boost of confidence.
Yeah.
And now, she actually dreams of becoming an optometrist herself.
Wow. That's genuinely inspiring. What a transformation.
It really is.
Mita's story is just such a perfect example, isn't it? That understanding a specific area like eye care language and culture, it's not just about random vocabulary. It can actually like level up your whole future.
Absolutely. It's about building depth where it counts for your life, not just general fluency.
So building on that, let's talk a bit more about those cultural bits. Like in big cities, New York, LA, do people use different words for eye care pros?
Yeah, you definitely hear variations. Besides the formal terms, some people will just say optician, even if they mean optometrist. Or more casually, like, I got to see my eye guy.
Your eye guy.
Or even just my glasses person. I think it's very colloquial. Shows how language adapts locally.
And you mentioned a running joke earlier about Americans and eye doctors.
Ah, yes. It's this widely acknowledged thing, kind of a cultural quirk, that lots of Americans put off going to the eye doctor for ages.
Like years.
Sometimes years. Similar to how people avoid the dentist sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things people bond over, like, oh yeah, I haven't been in forever either. It's a shared procrastination almost.
That's funny and probably true. And what about the glasses themselves? You mentioned Gen Z earlier. How has the view on glasses changed?
Oh, it's shifted massively.
Yeah.
What used to be maybe seen as nerdy is now a major style statement for Gen Z. It's all about serving looks.
Serving looks. Okay.
So someone gets cool new frames, they might totally say something like, ooh, these glasses are giving main character energy.
Main character energy. I love that. It's like the glasses are part of your persona.
Exactly. Or here's another one. Linking seeing better with like life insight. I see clearly now in vision and in life.
Oh, dear.
Right. It connects the physical improvement with this bigger sense of clarity. Shows how even a trip to the optometrist can feel meaningful.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We really have.
We started with those basic practical chats you have at the doctor's. What brings you in? Blurry vision.
Right. Then we jumped into modern slang like blind, and that whole giving vibes thing.
We tackled pronunciation pitfalls, optometrist.
Yes. And how eye stuff shows up in pop culture, Mean Girls, TikTok POVs.
And of course, Mia's incredible story, how understanding this one area was just completely transformative for her.
And we touched on those cultural layers too, the different names for eye doctors, the procrastination joke, glasses is fashion.
It all ties together, doesn't it?
It really does. Language, culture, personal experience.
And here's what I think is really profound. Getting this kind of specific knowledge about eye care or anything else, it really is like putting on the perfect pair of glasses yourself.
That's a great analogy.
Suddenly, that specific part of your world just snaps into focus, right? Signs make sense, conversations feel easier, you spot things you missed before. It's not just about learning words, it's about feeling, well, free and confident when you navigate those real-life situations.
Well said. It builds a certain kind of freedom.
And that leads us to our final thought, something for you to chew on after this.
Okay.
How many other parts of daily life that seem kind of mundane, like going to the doctor or maybe the bank or ordering coffee, how many of them also hold these really rich hidden layers of language and culture and just human stuff waiting for us to explore?
That's a good question. What other areas are we maybe seeing unclearly?
Exactly. What other blur modes might we be living in without even realizing it?
Makes you think.
Something to ponder, right? We really hope this deep dive brought some clarity, not just about eye care, but about how language connects us all.